It's been 40 years since the famous Operation Entebbe took place, one of Israel's most successful counter-terrorist hostage rescue missions. What you might not know is that the operation is also called Yonatan, after the Israeli Prime Minister's brother Yonatan Netanyahu. A new exhibition in the Rabin Center is now sharing the incredible yet tragic story behind the secretive operation. And ILTV's Lara Frezinski headed over to check it out.
A man who knows his past has a bright future ahead of him, and we in ILTV are here to learn in a special exhibition that marks 40 years to the Entebbe operation in Rabin Center, Tel Aviv.
We opened the Entebbe operation exhibition in order to tell the story of an amazing military operation held by the IDF in 1976, almost 40 years ago. And it's connected to the Rabin Center because Rabin was the prime minister at the time of the operation.
Operation Entebbe was a successful hostage rescue mission carried out by the IDF and the Mossad at the Entebbe airport in Uganda.
The Air France airplane kidnapped in Sunday, June 27, 1976. It kidnapped at noon at the exact time of the weekly meeting of the Israeli government. They lost contact with Air France airplane, which has lots of Israeli passengers on it.
It was a terror attack, and the Israeli government, led by Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, had to act. A secret mission was carried out by the Israeli Air Force.
The idea was to bring 4 Hercules CH-130 airplanes with the best of the Israeli soldiers, the Sayeret Matkal and the paratroopers and Golani, Tzarchanim, everything. In order to bring the troops to Uganda and back, they had to put the Hercules to its limit because it was something that no one thought it was possible.
Elite Israeli intelligence unit Sayeret Matkal.
This is an illustration of the car that was used by the Sayeret Matkal forces in Entebbe. They used this in order to disguise themselves as the convoy of some Ugandan VIP. 12 soldiers sitting inside, dressed as Ugandan soldiers, with their face painted in black.
And the Israeli Mossad.
Terrorists started to releasing some of the hostages that were not Jews or Israelis. One of the hostages that was released this way was named Ninette Moreno. She was Jew from Canada, Montreal, and as she got away from Entebbe to Paris on an airplane and everything, she was investigated.
The operation was a big success, but also a personal tragedy to the Israeli Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, who lost his brother, Yonatan. Yoni was the commander of the mission that later on was named after him, Operation Yonatan.
He died as an extremely brave soldier. He was running and leading his soldiers to release the hostages.
The young officers behind the successful operation are well-known figures to every Israeli.
Of course, the Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, the Minister of Defense Shimon Peres, and the Chief of General Staff Mota Gur, and the commander of the operation was Brigadier General Dan Shomron.
Prime Minister Rabin got some unexpected support from his political rival.
He spoke with Menachem Begin, who was the head of the opposition. He was his rival, his political rival. And he told him that the military says, the IDF says that there is a military option, and Menachem Begin support him. He told him, if the army says it's possible, I support you, I stand behind you.
And this is probably one of the major lessons the Israeli society needs to learn from this operation. Once united, they are unstoppable.